Today's Creativity Challenge is all about the skill of produce and consider many alternatives, otherwise known as divergent thinking. And this skill is all about going past your first idea. And there are 4 guidelines we're going to go through with you today during our Creativity Challenge. Barney, are you there?
I am. Hi.
First, you will need a sheet of paper and a pen, or you can use Adobe Photoshop like Barney. Next, you will need to draw 9 different shapes. Barney, what's your favorite shape?
Circle. Well, so I'm going to draw these as I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm going to do, these are your normal ones. I'm going to run out of ideas in a minute. Let's see. I will have to make up some new shapes. That's, what do we got there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, need one more?
Yep.
That was a droopy star. Okay, there you go.
The first guideline in divergent thinking is something you've heard before. Delay your judgment and keep open to new ideas. Now, Barney, you're going to have 1 minute to draw as many pictures as you can using the shapes you created.
Wow.
Are you ready?
As ready as I'm ever going to be.
Okay, go.
That's a bird.
And stop.
Oh, I got him.
Very nice.
Wow, I didn't think I was going to make it.
Now
Okay.
pause the video and take a picture of what you created and then unpause and come back when you're ready. Okay, so the second guideline is to seek quantity. Research states that quantity breeds quality. So this time we'd like you to continue drawing until you finish all of your shapes. And if time allows, you can create, Barney, even more shapes. And of course, don't forget to keep open and delay your judgment. Now, Barney, you're going to have 1 more minute. Are you ready?
So within that minute, you want me to make shapes, and because I finished mine, would you like me to make more shapes and turn them into things?
Yes.
Okay, so.
Draw a shape and then a thing.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Go.
This is a blue. No idea. Wow, I seem to be into animals today. Is he's eating something. And we're running out of space here, so.
And stop. So what I'd like you to do now is pause your video and take another picture and then come back when you're ready. Next, the third guideline is to seek wild and unusual ideas. You can either make the pictures you've created more wild and unusual, or you can create new shapes and pictures. There's no right or wrong way to do this. So remember to keep open, delay your judgment, seek quantity, and now go for wild and unusual ideas.
Let me zoom in there. Okay, yes.
Go.
I'm gonna make some shapes first.
And stop.
Wow.
So Barney, what happened when you tried looking for more wild and unusual ideas?
Well, honestly, looking at everything I've done, I didn't know that that was going to be possible because I thought there was some pretty bizarre guys in here already. So by creating the shapes first, I really had no preconceived ideas of what was going to be there. And I kind of had a blank when I stared at them after I had done the last four, which is represented by the one on the far left, because that pretty much never evolved to anything. Although there's some, I didn't expect to be doing the main shape as a negative space, and it took on a different look completely. I think I think my favorite one is the top right. I thought it was going to be a dog, and he ended up being some sort of a Wild Thing wannabe monster guy, and I like him a lot. But I think that it was sort of proof that if you don't stop and think about it and just keep going, you'd be surprised, and I am, pleasantly.
Finally, the last guideline is to build upon other ideas. This time, we would like you to continue your drawing, but we want you to build on the ideas that you've already created. Barney, do you have any questions?
I'm just given the lack of space that I have on this particular page, I'm assuming it's okay to get a second piece of paper.
You can definitely get a second piece.
Okay.
And you can certainly draw new shapes if they come out, but it's not required this time. I just want to make sure that you build on the ideas that you've already created. All right, I'm going to give you a minute, Barney. Ready?
Sure.
Do you have a sheet of paper?
Yes.
Go. Stop. So how did that go for you, Barney?
I feel like I cheated, but I really couldn't figure out anything that tied them all together. And as soon as I thought that, I thought, well, what if this was one concept, and who would have that concept? And given that I'm a dog person, it just seemed to lend itself to that. So it was not a plan. Yeah.
All right, Barney, take a final picture of your drawing and make sure you hashtag it TUBEity and post it to social media.
I think this could explain why dogs seem like they're running in their sleep. trying to get it either away from this or jump into it.
So producing and consider many alternatives is an essential skill for creativity. My colleagues and I recently published a study that looked at divergent thinking and what's the most important aspect. And what we found is that practice is the most important piece of divergent thinking and producing and considering many alternatives. So over the course of the next week, I want you to practice divergent thinking in the way that you come up with ideas for dinner or what you might do on the weekend, or in the case I'm in Buffalo, all the things you can do to stay warm in the cold. Remember to defer judgment and keep open. Seek quantity. Build on other ideas and seek the wild and unusual.